Why did I do that song? I don't know.
Oh, who knows? And now my camera has decided not to want to work.
Yeah, and I think we hopped off.
Why, yes, we did.
Why, yes, we did. What is going on? It's electric. Everyone is screaming. Yeah. I'm just singing live now.
Oh, okay.
There's a man in the back saying, yay! Well, that was fun. I don't know if you all remember that song or not, but I watched Wayne's World the other day, and I was like, Tia Carrera, Wayne's World? Yes, please. Ballroom Blitz. Amazing. Actually, funny story. One day I was working at Cruise, and Richard Ryder, the gentleman actually who made my step down costume from Empress, the tuxedo with the blazer and the skirt and the pants, he actually walked in with the Tia Carrera to Cruise, and I got to literally meet Tia. I brought her up on stage, and so the saddest part was about 20% of the crowd knew who she was or who she is. It was cute. Like, I was so happy I was happy that she was there. 20% of the people that were there were happy that she was there, but 80% of the people were just like, who's this odd lady on the stage with this really tall lady on the stage with this other really tall lady? And I was like, this is Tia. I'm like, you guys don't. Okay, cool. I'm like, that. No idea. No idea. Do you remember who Tia Carrera is, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the Relic Hunter.
Yeah, and
Yes.
she was in. Wasn't she in that AJ and the Queen?
Well, yes. Yeah. Well,
That's
I feel like people would know her from that now, but I'm just like, I mean, that's 2019.
Right.
I mean, like Relic Hunter, Wayne's World, like nostalgic kind of like. Oh, she was
90s TV.
She was also really hot. I don't know what happened.
Well, you know.
World
peace.
You want to go a little higher?
What had happened was.
What I had done said was.
Well,
happy Saturday, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us here on our TICOT live stream. I'm so sorry we keep crashing. I'm not sure what keeps happening. I feel like everybody's doing a live stream tonight. Maybe the world can't handle the bandwidth.
Facebook now.
Yeah, of all of these streaming devices that are happening right now. But I hope everyone continues to join us, and I hope everybody continues to keep tuning in. We have a lot coming up with the Imperial Court of Toronto. What you may ask, that is a very good question that I will answer when we know.
True story.
But we have a lot of stuff, a lot of ideas in discussion. So stay tuned for Reign 34, the Imperial Court of Toronto. Ooh, Fendi's in the house from Amped Accessories. Speaking of, I am sponsored by Amped Accessories. I do have a crown that goes with this, as you've all seen, but it's all here. Or the earrings and the necklace are here for sure. They're intact. So I decided to wear them tonight because I look like a witch.
Right, I like it.
I almost look the same as what I looked like for Halloween.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I feel like this is just every day is just Halloween for me. It just happens. It just happens. Well, and who are you sponsored by?
Well, you know, I'll always Alan Anderson. However, I do have my Cyprian crown on today. And since we're talking about jewelry and we're live, we might as well try and get through this part of it, I guess.
Let's do it.
And I'll explain actually why my crown pin is actually upside down and why I have a lovely black sleeve on my left arm. Unfortunately, we did lose Empress Robin Daring from the Waterfall Empire. So typically when we do lose a monarch, we signify that by wearing an upside down crown. And our black, I'm drawing a blank for some reason on what the name of it is called, but we do this to signify that we've lost somebody, and someone so significant in all of our lives, who's played such a huge role in my court journey, as well as I know so many others. I know Dwayne has put together a lovely video for us tonight, as we remember Empress Robin Sophia Daring from the Waterfall Empire.
Here's to Robin Deering. Cheers. Oh, she hurts even in, goodness gracious. Yeah, gorgeous.
Oh,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I drink this only because of her. So, and it's actually one of my favorite gins now. So, I mean, thank you, Robin.
Absolutely. And this is her favorite wine. I've got some Prosecco. I haven't actually been able to drink since my birthday. And I'm really not supposed to drink, but in moments like these, we persevere and we do what we must. So here's to Empress Robin Sophia Daring from the Waterfall Empire.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, that washes down the gin smoothly.
Right? Smooth like a baby's bottom.
I just had wine, then gin, then Prosecco. Ooh, okay.
Right? Okay, Becca. Becca, sell your Bombay shares before they get the news, girl. The word isn't out yet, so let's keep that tight lid, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. On the note of Robin Deering, I just want to. I didn't talk to you about this before the live stream, but I want you to share. They could be your favorite memories or whatever, but I want you to share 2 memories, whether it's funny or sad or whatever it is, that you have with and of Robin.
Okay. I mean, there are hundreds, but two really big ones that stick with me. One was the first time she called me Your Majesty. Robin, for me, has been the epitome of what an empress should be. And she played this game so well. And the court system really was near and dear to her heart. And so to me, reaching that validation of having her say Your Majesty to me was like everything I could have asked for. It had meant that I had made it to be held in the same regard as people like Robin Daring and Candice Kelly and Michelle DuBarry. So that would be one. And then my other one was I don't even remember which coronation we were at. And she pulled me aside after I'd been on stage with a bunch of emperors, and she told me how proud she was because as she was watching, she saw that all the emperors took their cue from me. And she just wanted to make sure she knew that I was doing a good job representing Canadian courts and ensuring that we always had a voice at the table. So those are my two moments for Robin Daring.
That's beautiful. That I can't. Yeah, that's fine. You can. That's fine. Take your time. There's no judgment here. This is the time. This is the time. Empress Becca Blake said the koi fish story and the time and time in Buffalo. The koi fish story, I think, brief synopsis was that she fell in a koi fish pond and actually killed a 100-year-old koi fish. Was this at like the Mandarin or something?
No, I think it was in like one of the hotel lobbies, one of the coronations.
I knew it was in an establishment at some of some sort. I just couldn't figure out if it was a hotel or restaurant or something like that. But yeah, that was that I remember that happening as well. That's
it was a true story. It has been verified.
yeah, very much so. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Jason.
What are your two moments?
Oh.
Yeah, it works both ways, honey.
No, I don't like talking. I don't grieve that way. I just move on.
Not today.
So I know. So one of mine aren't as extravagant as yours because I know you have a large heart and you take
Don't
things.
Tell everybody.
I know. Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I know that. It's just you. It's just between you, me, and these four walls. So one of the big things that I really remember from Robin is she would always, like at every coronation or at every event where it was like a state event where we were wearing crowns and we got all dolled up and dressed up, she would always take the time to come up to me and just grab my hand ever so slightly, nonchalant. Nobody knew that we were talking. Nobody knew that she was talking because she was pretty much a ventriloquist at that point. But every single time she would just whisper to me or she would just talk to me and she would say, Candice would be so proud. Ooh. So that's one. Next, next, if you didn't notice in that wonderful montage that Dwayne put together, there were no pictures of Robin and myself together. Robin Deering refused to take pictures with me.
I believe that.
Refused. Like, Jason refused to take pictures with me. I can show you right now. I have 7,000 Google photos from Kathy Sparkles from pre-Our Reign, Our Reign, post-Our Reign, post-Our Reign, post-Our Reign. And I went through them all this morning and I have 0 pictures with Robin Deering. And you know why? Because she said no.
I believe that. I had to dig deep in Facebook land to find a photo, actually, because we all know I don't like to be in them.
Right.
Which is always, a point that I try and work on, especially after moments like this, when you realize, oops, I don't take photos with people. So I had to dig deep in Facebook land to find that photo with me and Robin Daring. But
But
well,
in your defense and in my defense, it's not the memories that are printed or that are digital. It's the memories that we keep in here. So whatever memories that you have, whether good or bad, whatever you have to share about a person who has passed, who is still here, those are the memories that you need to hold dear to yourself. And that's what makes us humans. This is what makes us living humans, being that we can share these stories. There's going to be stories that are going to continue going on. I still make up stories about Candace that I have not told anybody, that pop into my head when somebody, reminds me of something. We all have, loved ones who have passed away and everything like that. So it's these memories that just continue. Our brains are weird. That was really manly. Our brains are weird in that, like, things can spark a memory that we forget about, and we're like, oh my gosh, right, I remember when this happened. Never. A crystal card is saying never wore underwear. Hilarious, yes.
not wrong.
Yeah, right. Chantel or Billy Blake said, for me, it was the oh my God, English. For me, was there when? What?
Those were when I first started drag. I had an accident and had to stop for a while.
When I came back with TICOT, I saw her at an event, and she took the time and care to check in with me and make sure I was okay. Lord, I'm gonna miss her. One of the best humans I've ever had the luxury of knowing. I mean, completely agree. She cared. She always put on that face in which she was just like, nope, move along. But deep down, if you actually knew who she was, she cared. And she had a heart of gold, and she still does. And we're still going to see it. And she lives within all of us because we are the people who learn from each other. Again, we're human beings. We learn from each other, and we have memories of each other. We have time we've spent together, and those will carry on throughout the rest of our lives. So on a lighter note, I hope all of you are enjoying your Saturday. We're going to move on from this for a little bit, and then we can come back. If you do want to share your story, please type it in the comment box, and we will read it out loud. If you don't want to, please, by all means, DM either myself or Jason. And I would love to hear your story about Robin Deering, because we all have different experiences with everybody. So please do that. Thank you again so much for joining us. We are the Imperial Court of Toronto. We are raising money for PWA, the People with AIDS Foundation, our charity of choice this year. If you're Canadian, please e-transfer to treasure@ticot.ca. And if you are American or overseas, please go to our website, ticot.ca, and hit the donate button. I'm very happy to have my Emperor, not yours, Emperor 30 of the Imperial Court of Toronto, Jason the Just, here with me. He's a fantastic human being. If you have not met him, that's fine. You will meet him soon at some point. You can subscribe to his OnlyFans, and he will be there hand in hand. No, it's hand in hand. That's what I was. Come on, get with it.
The bubbly is going right to the head. What can I
know, it is. It was those 3 sips of bubbly. That was way too much for you.
I haven't drank in months.
Yeah, right. Vu Tran is here. Hello, darling.
Hello.
From Connecticut.
Connecticut.
That's how I remember how to spell it.
Me too.
It's 100%.
You gotta remember that cut.
100%. Oh, you're welcome, Chantel. No worries, darling. No worries.
We love you, baby.
We love you. Also, for anybody who resides in Toronto or in the realm of Toronto, please become a member. I was like, what am I saying? Please become a member. It's $20. Please transfer to treasure@ticot.ca. Your $20. Put your name, your stage name, if applicable. We also have the renewal forms and the new member forms on our website, TICOT.ca. Please spread the news, spread the love, and do not spread the COVID.
Yeah, please don't.
Please don't. Please don't. Stay home. Yeah, stay home, please. And I mean, we have anti-masker protests here in Toronto as well. And my gosh, are they dumb?
I don't get it. No one can explain it to me on how a way that I should understand why it's so important to protest not wearing something for your own protection.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, if we all stick to what we need to do, just know that we're behind you, and the people who care about you will continue caring about you, because the people who are doing this stuff, they have no one to care for or care about them. So
Clearly.
I assume. I can't say that.
Right.
Connie Concepcion, Empress Connie from Buffalo, is saying, love traveling with Jason, most laughs ever.
Oh, I love traveling with you, Connie.
I love traveling with Jason because I seem like the sober one.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'm not going to stay sober, that's for sure.
Well, you know.
That's just silly.
Here's hoping I can start drinking again soon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Mike. We didn't say hi to Michael Scully. He commented earlier, and I didn't say hi to him now. Hello, darling. He said,
Michael Scully.
He's in Ottawa. So his local anti-maskers have been infected by the American stupidity. 100%. I feel like any large city. I mean, Toronto is a metropolis. Ottawa, the capital of Canada. I mean, it's like poison. It spreads here, there, and everywhere, and like they just think that it's the right thing, and their brains turn to mush, just like all of the other anti-maskers in America, and I'm sure every other country has some form of it.
It's true, right? They're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not saying just North America is struggling through this. I'm sure they're everywhere. And I mean, people are going to be people. This is another issue about wow, I can go on a rant right now.
Yeah, right?
This is going to get
Chin's gears. Let's not unleash that.
We should.
There's enough time.
I should make that a fundraising thing. Every time somebody donates, I'm just going to come up with a new topic. It's just gonna tally it. Like next time, it's gonna be like hot topics, but with just me.
Right. I like it. I'm into it. But if we can backtrack for a second, I think what Connie was saying, the traveling, that is actually probably what I miss most because of freaking COVID, is the traveling. Like I miss the fact that we would have seen a lot of our court family traveling this year, and that really has been taken away from us. And that's really what I think is the biggest takeaway and selfishness from people, is that you're impacting others, and our mental health and well-being is traveling and seeing these people who we've made connections with. So for me, that's my biggest piss off with all of this.
Absolutely, 1,000%. 1,000%. Stephanie Bice. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Do you want to read it?
Yes. Thank you for celebrating our dear Robin Daring. She is a true goddess and will be missed by many. Honestly, Stephanie, it's our pleasure. We would be remiss if we didn't celebrate Robin, who's impacted so many in many communities throughout North America. Many people might not know this, but she has probably been a half empress to like every court in the entire circuit multiple times. So she didn't do just good in Hamilton and the Waterfall Empire. She didn't do just good in Ontario. She did good across North America. So it's truly our pleasure to celebrate such a wonderful human being.
Absolutely. There was no place that I went or that I have been that if you mentioned Robin Deering, they didn't know who she was. They knew who she was. Everyone knows who she is, whether it be, from word of mouth or from actually meeting her or from her being their half or everything like that. So she, she has impacted thousands upon thousands of lives. So she will be missed. She stays in our hearts. And yes, agreed. Yes, agreed. But the RCMP knows it. Of course they do. Of course they do. Absolutely. Cheers to that. Okay, let's do a song.
Sure.
Do you have another song that you can do?
I will have to find one.
Absolutely. Let me talk for another couple minutes while you look for that. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here on TICOT's live stream this Saturday, November 14th. I am Nikki Chin. I'm here with my Emperor 30 of the Emperor Quarter Toronto, Jason the Just, no duet Becca. And we are here not only telling you that we are in Reign 34 now, raising money for PWA, the People with AIDS Foundation. That is our charity of choice this year. But we are also celebrating Empress and half Empress to everybody, grandmother to everybody, mother to everybody, and all that stuff from the Waterfall Empire, Miss Robin Deering. Her passing yesterday was a big blow to our emotions and our lives throughout the international court system. So thank you all so much for joining us here this evening. Again, if you are having a good time, if you do feel it in your heart to donate, we're not going to force you to, but please, we appreciate it. E-transfer, if you're Canadian, to treasure@ticot.ca. If you are American or overseas, please go to our website, ticot.ca, and hit the donate button. I really do appreciate it. Oh, George Palmer is here, our King Father. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. Yes, wishing you and stay safe as well. Speaking of staying safe and wishing he was here with me, please, without further ado, welcome to your screen, the living room, your bedroom, your washroom. I hope not your washroom. This is Emperor 30, Jason the Just.
Hey Google, volume to 10.
Played the fool and the star of the show. Got along for a while, right? I can say, looking in your eye, that it all would have been a waste, but I found you on the way. I found cynicism, I found criticism. I've been the zero, the hero, and I have been the villain. I lost more than a heart can take, but I found you on the way. I found on the way, I was given the keys to the city they were mine to keep. Over time, every life will change, but you love me all the same. I found pessimism, I found skepticism. I've been the corner before and sung in front of millions. I can take, but I found you on the way. I found you, I found you, I found you, found you, you're on the way. But I found you on the way. On the way I won the race. It's the one thing that I can say. I found you, I found you, I found you, I found you, I found you on the way.
Woo! It gets hot up in this room, let me tell you, kids. But I found you on the way, let me tell you. It's one of my new favorite songs. Whew. Duet. No duets, Becca Blake, unless you do one first. You do one on a live stream and let's go. We'll give her to her. Oh, Rachel Bondi. All my love to you in London. We miss our London family. We love Aunt Janet. I hope you're all staying safe there in London. I know you guys are at least able to do some in-person events, so I'm a little envious of that. Hopefully we'll get back there soon. Oh, George Palmer. I miss George Palmer. Wishing you all to stay safe. We hope you're staying safe too, George Palmer. Oh, look at her wig change. Throw my finger.
I blame my husband. I blame my husband. He made me look. I didn't even brush it. Ugh. Oh, I'm so angry at you.